duplicate, duplicate with detailing, and duplicate as a dependent. If you have no clue what the three of these things do, then you've come to the right place. So first thing first, take a look at what my current model looks like. So now you will see when I go to duplicate view and just do a normal duplicate, you'll notice that I have lost a tiny bit of detail. A lot of the annotation elements are missing. If I go back, you'll see that I have some measurements, some notes, some callouts, and all of those are missing when I go to my duplication. This is because the regular duplicate doesn't bring over any of the annotation elements. It only copies the model elements. So let me rename this one real quick, and this will be our new normal duplication. Now though, if I go to level 1 and do a duplicate with a detailing, you'll notice that it does copy those annotation elements. So it has the exact same measurements, notes, etc., etc. And I'm pretty sure these are like basically exact replicas. So that is what I use most of the time, duplicate with detailing. Now the third one, I don't use nearly as often. So duplicate as a dependent. This one also copies all of the annotation elements, so it's basically the exact same one-to-one model. However, it comes with this cropping box as well. So they say these duplication as a dependent views are often used for large projects where the model doesn't fit onto one page. Hence why you might want to crop this up so you can shrink parts of it and have each part on a separate page. However, that's not the only unique thing about this. So let me rename this real quick. Duplicate as a dependent. Hopefully I didn't spell that wrong. And you'll notice over here as well that these floor plans have their own view, the duplicate and duplicate with detailing. However, the dependent is a subgroup. So we have the parent group, which is level 1, and the child group, duplicate as a dependent. So what does this mean exactly? So if I go to duplicate with detailing, you'll see that I have these annotation elements still. And if I go to the level 1, also unrelated, I have the annotation elements. The thing is, if I delete these from this view, it will not delete them from the duplicate as a with detailing view, because these are two unrelated documents. However, if I go to the dependent, you'll see that those annotation elements are also gone because these two are essentially linked together. So that is one thing to keep a note of. Even though the level 1 and duplicate as a dependent are like two separate groups, they're still linked together. So think of it as more of a call out function as a whole nother different view, or at least that's how I think of it. That's basically the rundown on the 3 different types of duplications though. I know I said duplication a lot, and I know I went through this pretty fast, but leave a like if you enjoyed and leave any comments if you have any questions. All right, thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.